Okay, I think I might be streaming now. Hello, Strider QED welcomes you to it's kind of another live introduction. It's not really the first introduction. I'm going to actually do some of the stuff that I had talked about, and I hope I worked out some more sound issues. I actually went and posted something on the OBS software site about as you switch between scenes, I'm going to take you into another room. And when I switch to that room, the mic stays in here, which I'm using, just in case you're interested in setup, I'm using a multi-mix mixing board that has, microphones plugged into it, really nice ones, and then that acts as the DAC and gets it into the OBS software. So I'm not using the camera mic, I'm using the multi-mix. I can show you it here in just a second. So one of the things that I'll do, here you go, let me bring up the camera stuff, is I'll say, hey, check out the keyboard. And I'll come over here and, maybe play a little bit. Whatever, or say, hey, I have a MPC, and if I write some music on the MPC, come over here and show you some stuff here. Now they get off a little bit because my desk goes up and down and the camera is attached to my monitor, but it works pretty good in general because I figure if I'm working on the MPC, I'm probably standing up. And I've done this in some TikTok videos, and it came out pretty good. If I slant it a little bit, you can even see the screen. And then I will do this. Share this. Here's a Logic Pro thing. This is a piece that I've written that has not been released yet. It is called The Nuts of St. Peter, and it's part of a St. Teresa of Avila interior castle thing that I'm writing. So yeah, I'll do stuff like this and come in here and talk about how I wrote it. Some of my other videos that I was posting in other places, you got to see a song develop from being like sticking in things and just copying and pasting and getting a bunch of blocks of harmonies in there and then working. People got to see this one be developed when it was just had the one track, so just the top track, this one, just the Analog Dreams synthesizer, which has all these reverb and overtones and stuff that play. And then once I had that, then I came in and added the violins and the supportive. But I'm still learning to use this stuff, so let me get you back out here. And there, we're over still at the MPC. Let me get you over onto me, which I don't know why, but just as practice. Okay, so let me see. And upper body, right on. And that's really cool, the way it follows you around and stuff. That's kind of wild, And but I did make the MPC and the keyboard thing because the hand tracking, it's probably mostly me. I move my hands behind my body and it would just lose me. It would be like I'd go off into the corner. And I'd be like, no, follow my hands. But again, so that's a piece of music I wrote. So now here was so back into the little bit with the streaming setup. Like I said, I'm using some mics that are plugged into a Lexus mixing board. Let me see, I made a thing for the mixing board. Let me see if you can actually see it. Let me see. Okay. No, well, it's because the mic is in the way. Let me move the mic. Nope, something's in the way. What's in the way? Anywho, let me get you back out here. I didn't think that was going to work. Okay, I'll have to figure out what I got since something's in the way there. Things have changed since I made that setup. But it's a multi-mix, it's just you plug in mics or you can plug in guitars into it, and it has an input and an output and a basic equalizer. But it basically acts as a DAC, because then it has USB out. That USB goes into your computer, a Mac in this case, and then Logic Pro and MPC and everything sees it. They see it as I think it's called USB codec something. Okay, but anyway, to take you into the other room, this is going to be cool. Now check this out. That doesn't even look like a video feed. That looks like a picture. That's a video feed from my room, the Magic Theater. I'll go walk. Oh, so this was the issue. Let me change the mic. I'm gonna walk in there and talk to you in there. Doo-doo. So now I can't really see myself. But I wish it would use the other side of I'm using the camera now, my iPhone. And that it's just OBS software saw it, it worked great. This is the Magic Theater. I will come in here to read poetry, or for maybe if I have an album release or a single release party and I'm fulfilling extra partying, I'll come in here and do something crazy. This is a classic 60s poster. I had an artist come in and paint it on the wall. So anyway, yeah, this is cool for Mad Men only. So yeah, the first time so when I come in here, I need to change the mic to be the phone. But the rest of the time, like I said, I have it be that audio codec. And it seems like as I change sources, or what are they called, scenes, that I should be able to set the mic for each scene. And I couldn't find a way, but that probably is. Anyway, yes, welcome again, QD, Strider QED. So now I came back out here, and let me change the mic back out here. And now the mic should be set back out here. Let me see, is the camera following me? I wonder if that, let me see. When I leave and I come back, yeah, no, that worked great. So cool beans. So like I said, this is that piece I was playing, the Nets of St. Peter. It's part of St. Teresa of Avila. I'm writing a piece. She wrote a thing called the Interior Castle that has 7 mansions in this castle. So I'm writing a piece for each mansion, and then some incidental music, so it'll be 7 songs and change. That's one of them there. Like I said, it started off with just the analog, and then added some violins and some stuff. But then you go, let me see. Let me practice taking you over there. There it is. Hit it. And so there you can see there's the plane down there. Oh, I pointed in the wrong screen. That's great. So there. Anyway, I'm Strider QED. Hope you dug it. This was like another introduction thing, and me, like I said, working a little bit on getting sounds right and getting ready to do more. I'm not really a beat dude. What the heck just happened with that? What happened to my camera? Why did I zoom in? Don't do that. I'm not really like a beat person, but I will show stuff because I just found the MPC fascinating, and so I would like to show. You can get for like $40, $35, you can get pads, like the pads on an MPC that are USB to hook up, and MPC has free software, so you could get started for like $40. Get you some pads and get going. So I want to show, just like, here's how you would just make, how I would make, I don't even want to call it a beat, but like a song, a thing, a ditty, whatever. But how I approach it, and how it's just some beginner stuff and using that. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna kill this thing now. Let me see if I can remember. Let me see. Stop it. Thanks.